So while 6ix9ine is miles and miles away from his home streaming with Jack Doherty, his mother gets victimized by 4 gunmen during a home invasion. Who's actually surprised? This happened after multiple interviews with 6ix9ine is saying he's outside and nobody has done absolutely nothing to him.
I've been outside every single day.
Well, apparently they just tried to do something. Is 6ix9ine solely responsible for what could have been a more than devastating situation?
Sipping slow, yak in the act, thinking I'm a man.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and make sure you hit the hype button because hype points help the channel in a major way. So hit that hype button. Listen, gang, we got breaking news out of Florida where 6ix9ine's home was burglarized by 4 gunmen. Yes, 4 gunmen entered the home of 6ix9ine and held his 60-year-old mother at gunpoint while he was streaming with Jack Doherty. Isn't this crazy? I mean, is it? And I believe this is a direct result of him antagonizing people, talking down on people who are very prominent in the streets. I mean, hey, he even dissed people that are now deceased. So what can you really think can come from that, right? This doesn't shock me because one of the last incidents he was in also happened in Florida where he pretty much got jumped by 3 Latin King members at a Planet Fitness. So after running his mouth on social media, I can only expect some nonsense to transpire in some way. But let's take a look at more details on this home invasion that just took place at 6ix9ine's home. Now, according to TMZ, Tekashi 6ix9ine's Florida home was stormed by 4 gunmen hunting for his cash and car keys and held his mother against her will during the terrifying invasion. The chilling incident went down Sunday night when the embattled rapper's 60-year-old mother was at his residence and suddenly confronted by the armed men. 6ix9ine tells us he was not home at the time. Instead, he was live streaming with Jack Doherty when the home invasion played out. You'll recall Doherty was also arrested Saturday morning on dope possession and other charges. The Palm Beach Sheriff's Office tells TMZ they were dispatched to the rapper's home for a home invasion robbery/burglary in progress. When they arrived, deputies made contact with several individuals inside the residence who reported that 4 armed men, masked men, entered the home with guns. Police said Tekashi's mother was physically held outside while the remaining suspects ran inside and ransacked the property, demanding cash and car keys. Cops searched Tekashi's home with a K9 unit but could not find the suspects, who possibly drove off in a vehicle before deputies arrived, according to the sheriff's office. So there's no trace of these robbers who came to 6ix9ine's home and held his mother at gunpoint outside of the residency while they ransacked the home trying to find money and car keys to take his cars. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. This sounds like a backdoor situation, and I know y'all gonna ask, why do you think this is a backdoor situation? Well, when you live in Florida and you consistently have these girls with BBLs that keep coming to your home that you are financing and you're just tricking off on these women, I think eventually one of those women or some of those women might give the drop to some street people that they might know. I mean, it's common knowledge that a lot of these girls out here who do OF, who are Instagram models, they have connections to the streets. Not all of them are girls who are not involved in street business. So it wouldn't surprise me if one of these BBL having models, quote unquote, went and got their people to come to 6ix9ine's crib after getting the drop after he invited them there just to try to rob him. I mean, if he's spending $300,000 on Birkin bags for models individually and etc., what do you think can come of this? Not all of these girls, especially in Florida, are gonna be women who are not involved in street business. I mean, we talking about strippers and whatnot here. Like, what do we, you dig? He's so foolish. He is such a simp. He is so caught up in clout that he doesn't even realize that a woman could be the end game for him. And in my personal opinion, I think that a woman definitely set this up in some way, shape, or form, or I could be wrong. It could be one of his ops that set it up. I mean, honestly, when you have so many enemies, how can you really tell where it's coming from? 6ix9ine is not a good decision maker. He's only focused on numbers. He's only focused on things that doesn't matter. He doesn't even really care about his kids that much because he doesn't go see his kids or make an effort to see them. So he's not really a man at the end of the day. So again, he really doesn't have man instincts to say the least. Well, I expect the goofy like 6ix9ine to get caught up in some nonsense, but lucky for him, his mother didn't get hurt in the process. Lucky for him. But I do believe that if 6ix9ine was at the home during the time of this home invasion, that this might have went a different way. Meaning he might not be here right now. And I'm only saying that based on the types of disrespect that he's been displaying online as of recently. This could have been a setup to get him up out of here too at the same time. Obviously the people who came to burglarize 6ix9ine's home were looking to take his cars as well as money and get away with it, which is why I believe that it had to be someone that visited his home as of late that definitely gave the drop to try and take his things. But again, who's actually surprised? I'm pretty sure a lot of the internet is celebrating this as some type of victory because all this guy does is runs his mouth after telling in a RICO case that he was a part of, alright, and trying to pretend that he is this gangster that can't be touched, even though we've seen you get touched quite a few times, not gonna lie. It only makes sense that something as crazy as this would just happen out of the thin blue sky. It was only a matter of time. Let's just be honest about the situation. I mean, we've seen you get kidnapped in the past and etc. Listen, we don't know what could have happened had he been at this residency. I personally believe it would have been way worse than what is being said here in these articles. But my question for everybody watching is, do y'all feel bad for 6ix9ine? Are you actually surprised that this happened? Listen, gang, I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about all this madness in the comment sections. Talk to the mayor. Listen, also make sure you're hitting that hype button. The hype button is incredibly essential to the channel. So if you got hype points, hit that hype button. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And I also want you to subscribe to the mayor's second channel, which is called Big Gotham, which is a 5 channel with nearly 8,000 subs, as well as the mayor's Discord, which is called Big Gotham with nearly 1,000 users because it's a lit Discord, plus the mayor's Twitter community known as Showface News. Listen, everything will be in the pinned comment. Make sure you hit those links. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only real New York mayor, F Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Listen, hit the like, share the video, king. I am gone. Salute.